We have a new human study concluding that glycine and NAC supplements, they improve and reverse multiple age-associated abnormalities, including glutathione, to promote health in aging humans. That is an incredibly exciting prospect, so let's dive into the paper and see if it stacks up. I'll also share with you at the end of the video what I do with glycine and NAC supplements. First, we need some background. It used to be thought that all oxidants were bad, where progressively our mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of our cells, they slowly become damaged and dysfunctional. They start to release more and more oxidants, further damaging the mitochondria and the rest of the cell. So we used to think that we want to do everything in our power to reduce oxidants and reduce that damage. But the experiments haven't lived up to the hype, and if anything, it's the opposite. In mice, for example, when they were genetically altered to create more oxidants, it did not accelerate aging. Instead, we've now got a more nuanced approach where we're trying to balance oxidants and antioxidants. Let me explain. Instead of always thinking that oxidants are bad, we can now start to think of them as stress-induced survival signals. So as we age, the levels of oxidants, they increase in an attempt to maintain survival until they betray their original purpose. So what the oxidants are doing is trying to stimulate to the cell that they need to become more efficient, that we need to repair the mitochondria. But eventually the oxidants become so great that they start damaging the cell instead of signaling to the cell to become more efficient. Instead, we're trying to hit that optimal balance between oxidants and antioxidants. And at the heart of all of this is an antioxidant called glutathione, which is the critical regulator for oxidative stress and immune function. And in humans, we can see that the levels of glutathione, it stays relatively constant until about the age of 45, at which point it starts to fall off a cliff and the oxidants start winning. Now, glycine and NAC, they are building blocks for glutathione. So by supplementing with glycine and NAC, we can allow our cells the chance to rebuild their glutathione stores and maintain that optimal oxidant to antioxidant balance. So that's the idea that this new human study is exploring. It starts by acknowledging that aging is associated with a glutathione deficiency and elevated oxidants. In a previous study that supplemented with glycine and NAC to rebuild glutathione, so this study ran for 2 weeks, it did correct the glutathione deficiency, so we could see that the glutathione, it was rebuilt. Furthermore, it improved the mitochondrial function and insulin resistance. But that was only a pilot 2-week study. This one is a randomized placebo-controlled study for 16 weeks, and they were looking at glutathione concentrations, insulin resistance, inflammation, and physical function. They enrolled 24 older adults and 12 younger adults, and to be included in the study, the older adults had to be between 61 and 80 years old, and they needed to be overweight. And this was done because in the rodent studies, they could see that glycine and NAC supplements resulted in weight loss, so they wanted to make sure that the older adults in the study didn't lose too much weight. The authors assessed 241 people to see if they met the eligibility criteria to be included in the study, but only 24 could be included, and that's a red flag. It means that the study is highly restrictive, so the findings are not generalizable to the wider population. Glycine and NAC were each dosed at 100 milligrams per kilogram, which is quite a high dose. So for an 80 kilogram person, they are taking 8 grams of both glycine and NAC. The primary outcome of the study was what were the glutathione concentrations in the muscle. So jumping to the results, before the study started, we can see that both groups had a glutathione concentration in the muscle of 2.4, but after the 16 weeks, the group that took the glycine and NAC supplements, their glutathione skyrocketed all the way up to 6.3, which is very close to a younger adult range of 7. So the glycine and NAC supplements, they almost fully corrected the deficiency in glutathione, which is very exciting, because we can see with the correction in glutathione levels, the mitochondrial function, it improved in the glycine and NAC group. So because the powerhouses of the cells, the mitochondria, are working more efficiently, it also resulted in a faster gait speed. We can see this here. Before the study started, the glycine and NAC group, they could walk about 1.1 meters per second, whereas after the 16 weeks, they could walk 1.3. So that doesn't sound like much, but this is only 16 weeks, and the fact that we're seeing any improvement at all is very encouraging. Finally, we've got significant improvements in inflammation levels, with high sensitivity CRP reducing by 25%. Importantly, during the study, the participants did not report any adverse events with the glycine and NAC supplements. Overall, from this human study, we can see that glycine and NAC supplements in older adults significantly improved and corrected the glutathione deficiency. It improved mitochondrial function, physical function, waist circumference, and some of the signs of aging. But that begs the question, if we're trying to correct our glutathione levels, why not just supplement with glutathione? Well, glutathione supplements, they're generally unstable, so by the time that you take a glutathione supplement, most of it would have broken down and won't be absorbed into our cells. Well, glutathione supplements, they're generally unstable, so by the time that you take a glutathione supplement, most of it would have broken down and won't be absorbed into our cells.
So throughout the pandemic, there have been a few supplements that have gained a lot of attention to improve human health. And one of those supplements is glutathione. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is look at some of the benefits associated with using glutathione as a supplement. So first of all, what is glutathione? Glutathione is a tripeptide consisting of cysteine, glycine, and glutamic acid. And it's found in concentrations in most cells in the human body. And one of the potential applications for glutathione has to simply be to suppress inflammation and act as the body's master antioxidant. But there are some other potential uses for glutathione that not many people are aware of. And so first of all, number one is that glutathione can actually increase energy. You see, anytime there's inflammation or severe oxidative stress in the body, this can affect the body's ability to actually produce ATP, because many enzymes and processes are actually slowed down or are not as efficient when there's significant inflammation and or oxidative stress. In addition, glutathione is being used to slow down the aging process. Now, obviously, there are many stress. It's also been used to reduce muscle and joint discomfort. It's also been shown to strengthen the immune system. Now, that's also used as part of a heavy metal detox protocol and or to help the body to eliminate toxins and waste products. And that is because glutathione can powerfully detoxify the liver and hepatocytes. It's also been used to improve mental focus and clarity. There are some people that respond very well to glutathione in terms of eliminating brain fog and improving mental focus and mental clarity. It's also been used to improve the quality of our sleep and also athletic performance and recovery because vitamin C. So here are some of the critical roles of glutathione. Number one, it's a direct chemical neutralizer, so it can basically suppress different types of oxidative stress. It's a cofactor for several antioxidant enzymes. It helps with the regeneration of vitamin C and vitamin E. It's powerful at neutralizing free radicals produced by phase 1 liver metabolism of chemical toxins. Now, it's one of approximately 7 liver phase 2 reactions which conjugate the activated intermediates produced by phase 1 to make them water-soluble for excretion by the kidneys.
Glutathione, the mother of all antioxidants. And for those of you who don't know what glutathione is, this is the hottest topic in both natural health and medical circles today. This famous antioxidant has more than 139,000 peer-reviewed scientific articles simply because it has been seen to prevent premature aging, infections, diseases, chronic stress, and hundreds of other health conditions in the human body. In a few words, it's a natural occurring antioxidant that might be one of the most powerful substances we need in our bodies to stay healthy. So in today's video, I'm going to reveal some of the most impressive health benefits of glutathione and where you can find it to benefit from it 100%. Glutathione is a naturally occurring substance in most cells in our body. This wonder of nature is produced by our cells every single day as a means of defense. It protects the skin, the liver, metabolism, and keeps us free of a great number of health conditions. Impressive health benefits of glutathione and where you can find it to benefit from it 100%. Number 1, glutathione lightens your skin. Glutathione is a very powerful antioxidant found in every single cell in the body. And one of the most notable reasons as to why this natural substance has gained so much popularity is because it has the incredible ability to lighten the skin, but at the same time improve your health all around the body. Many scientific studies have seen that consuming glutathione in supplement form, especially on a regular basis, can lighten the skin because it possesses anti-melanogenic properties. This antioxidant lowers the production of melanin, the same substance that darkens your skin and gives it that distinct color. And in case you were wondering, you may be able to increase your natural glutathione production in the body by consuming healthy foods and other herbs like milk thistle. The other way of obviously doing this is by supplementing with glutathione with a good dose every single day. Number 2, glutathione reduces a fatty liver. Let me tell you that new scientific studies have observed how a deficiency in antioxidants, especially glutathione, exacerbates the death of liver cells. Let's not forget that glutathione is one of the most important liver protective agents and substances in the human body. It has shown to improve protein synthesis, enzyme production, and bilirubin levels in the blood of individuals with alcoholic or non-alcoholic chronic liver fatty disease. And to prove this, a new scientific study reported seeing that how glutathione was most effective when given to people with fatty liver disease intravenously in high doses. People who took this antioxidant during the study showed reductions in malondialdehyde, a marker for liver cell damage in the body. Glutathione actually helps liver cells make DNA, break down free radicals, combat damage, help your liver deal with fats and detoxification, and much, much more. It's a true life-preserving antioxidant that keeps your liver healthy against every single odd you might have. Number 3, improves insulin resistance and your weight. I don't know if you knew this, but as people get older, they produce less and less glutathione. And this is critical because we tend to worsen insulin resistance and weight in the body. Scientists from the University of Baylor School of Medicine used a combination of animal and human studies to explore the role of glutathione in weight management and insulin resistance in older individuals. They concluded that having low glutathione levels in the body was associated with less fat burning and higher fat storing in liver cells and all around body. For some reason, not producing adequate levels of glutathione impacted our insulin resistance directly. Now, the most interesting thing about all of this is how individuals who start to consume glutathione supplements improve their insulin resistance and their fat burning dramatically. Let's not forget that insulin resistance is one of the most important aspects of our health. If we tend to have insulin resistance, everything just breaks down and doesn't work properly. Circulation deteriorates, heart health worsens, the liver starts accumulating fat, and the entire body stops working properly. So be very careful. Never let glutathione go below healthy levels, because this is obviously not going to help you. Number 4, improves immune function even more than vitamin C. Improving immunity is one of the most well-known health benefits of glutathione. In some ways, even more than vitamin C. And especially now with everything that is going on all over the world, one of the most important things you should be doing or considering doing is loading up with glutathione. You see, glutathione is extremely effective against free radicals. It's the first line of defense your body has to improve immune function. Free radicals are known for damaging our immune system and our cells. This means that any substance that has the power to neutralize them, including glutathione, is very effective in keeping that immune system healthy and working properly. For example, a review published in the Annals of Nutrition and Metabolism demonstrated that having enough glutathione in our cells helps reduce symptoms and shortens the duration of respiratory tract infections and any other symptoms of cold or a problem with the immune system. Number 5, glutathione combats autoimmune conditions. I don't know if you knew this, but autoimmune conditions are some of the worst health conditions we can suffer. An autoimmune disease is a condition where the entire immune system, your own immune cells, mistakenly attack the entire body or organs. This is why millions of people today suffer from skin conditions, lupus, diabetes, arthritis, nerve damage, and thousands of other health problems all around the body. Now, the good news is that a new study has discovered how glutathione helps reduce oxidative stress by stimulating or reducing the body's own immunological response. It could be the answer to many uncurable health conditions that have to do with a deficient immune system. Number 6, it can help control diabetes. Now, a study found that supplementing with this natural substance has the power to lower the damage caused in people with uncontrolled diabetes despite sugar levels. This is much more important than you think. It can help you out in not developing diabetes if you have not yet done so. And help at the channel.
Science Review. And today we're going to be talking about glutathione. A lot of people might not know what glutathione does, or if it's even necessary in the body. Well, our body actually produces glutathione in the liver predominantly, and also in the neurons in the brain. And we're going to talk about that in a little minute. And what glutathione's job predominantly in the body is to neutralize free radical production. And what's free radicals? Well, free radicals are produced whenever the body oxidizes fats in the body. So whenever we are oxidizing fatty acids, which occurs all over the body, right? Brain, muscles, liver, everywhere. These rogue electrons known as free radicals are released. I always tell people to think about them as like little bullets that kind of shoot all over the body and randomly damage tissues. And we don't want these things doing that, because we don't want to damage our tissues in our body for no apparent reason, because these electrons are so small they can actually pierce the DNA of our cells and actually damage the replication mechanisms in the cell. So we don't want that to happen. So the body has these natural antioxidant systems. We take sometimes additional free radical, quelchers or antioxidants, as we call them, from fruits, vegetables, vitamin C, vitamin E. But nothing is as powerful as the body's natural antioxidant glutathione, and that's why it's utilized in the body. Problem is, as we get older, we produce less and less glutathione, which leaves us much more vulnerable to these free radicals and to oxidative damage and to inflammatory issues in the body. And that's why, young kids don't get arthritis, they don't have damaged blood vessel walls, they don't get dementia, because their bodies are really, really good at neutralizing these free radicals, because they have a lot of glutathione production in their body. But like I said, as we get older, I always tell everyone, after 25, it's all downhill. You just don't realize it until you're in your 40s, and then by the 50s, you're already falling apart. But that's a lot of this falling apart stuff is due to the fact that these free radicals are basically running rampant all over our bodies, and we have no ability to kind of like neutralize them at any kind of efficiency. So I take it every day because I'm a neurotic, but even if you took it like 2 or 3 times a week, that would probably be adequate too, because they show that after 1 shot of glutathione, a lot of different great things start happening. Inflammatory markers go down in the body significantly. Immune system function upregulates. And, when I was interviewing Robbie Robinson, I think it was like 2 years ago, I said, Robbie, you look so good. You're in your 70s. You're unbelievable. You look like you can step on a body bone. He said, you're just shredded. What do you attribute success to? And he told me glutathione. He's been doing it for years. And he only does it like once a week because he probably doesn't have any access to it. But he's a huge believer in that. And I didn't even know he knew what it was. And so that really was surprising to me. But I'm telling you, it's like one of the most heralded supplements out there that can really do a lot of great things for you.